Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. If this is your first time to my channel, thank you for stopping by. If you've been here before, thank you so much. If you are already following, much appreciation. If you are not yet, please do so. Follow for more content, and you can also follow me on TikTok if you are not one of my wonderful people who have come over here from TikTok, okay? So tonight I'm going to do a nice long general read. So get your popcorn and get ready. We are going to see what happens. It's going to be general for all zodiacs, and only take what's yours. Don't bend anything. Don't bend, force, not a thing, okay? If it's not for you, it's not for you. Bits and pieces may be for you where others are not, and that is okay. Only take what resonates for you. Transpose people as you need to. And we are going to go ahead, hop in, and get started. Copycat. Okay, so we're starting off like that, y'all. We're starting out big. Copycat. You know, copycat is just someone out there that, you know, maybe likes you. They like what you exude. They like what you give to the world. They like how people view you, and they kind of would like to mirror you. Or they do mirror you. There are things in your life that they desire, things in your life that they might attempt to go after. Destroyed and burning evidence. So there could be a situation somewhere that you're in where someone feels a bit broken because they don't have a connection with you, or you could feel broken because you don't have a connection with someone, but someone is also with the burning evidence trying to get away with something, so they don't want you to find out about something, or it could be vice versa. Again, transpose the energy as needed. We are going to move on. Promiscuous. So this person that likes the way that the world sees you could very well be friendly. Could be very friendly in the streets. Not only could they be friendly, they could be attempting to be friendly with your person. We got friends like that. Y'all know we do, okay? So, setting the record straight and tired of drama. So maybe some of you are aware of something already, and you maybe have not disclosed the fact that you're aware of it. Maybe you're tired of holding it back. Maybe a lot of you are not necessarily direct. You like to avoid confrontation, so you don't address things. You bypass things. You just stop talking to people. You just stop going around people. You avoid certain conversations, you know? Maybe a lot of you are like that. But it's getting old for you. You're getting tired. You're getting tired of moving like that. Because maybe y'all are starting to think that people are playing on your top, people playing with you, and you're tired of that, you know? This is emotional intelligence. Those are older people, right? A lot of you may be wise beyond your years. A lot of you may know to choose your battles. A lot of you may know to look around, you know what I mean? See what's actually going on. See what puzzle piece is going where before you actually move. This is actually really, really good. Emotional intelligence. A lot of you are very, very wise. A lot of you use your intuition. A lot of you are sitting on something as well. Check yourself and watching everything go down, because people could be gossiping around you. So check yourself is, it looks like some tests, so maybe some of you need to go and get tested for something or another. You know what I mean? With the promiscuous card, okay? Maybe some of you need to go and have a visit. But I love this emotional intelligence. Because if it is someone that you know that is doing the whole copycat thing, you kind of don't meet people at their own level. You know what I mean? Because that's beneath you, right? That's beneath you. So you don't meet people at your own level. You don't play chess. I mean, checkers. You play chess. This situation is like, it's drama though. It's really drama. So it could quite possibly be someone that you know, but it's drama. But you're told to be careful. You're told to tread lightly. So if you guys are, as I said, wise beyond your age, if you are in this category right here, continue as you are. So you don't move wrong. You know what I mean? Like, so you don't move off of impulse. Don't be impulsive. Like, if something goes down, if something happens, don't act off of impulse. You know, think things through. You are really, in this situation, a lot of you are actually going to have to think ahead. You're going to have to think ahead of whomever this is that you're dealing with on both sides, whether it's your person or this copycat person. You're going to have to think ahead. You're going to have to be smarter. Not that you aren't already, but you're going to have to be smarter. We have destroyed again and expecting new beginning. So someone could be pregnant. You know, that could quite possibly be something that you're sitting on, actually. Someone could be pregnant. Promiscuous, though, that could be, you know, your friend, the copycat, or whomever. It doesn't necessarily have to be your friend. I don't know why I said that. Well, probably because it might be for some of you, right? But that person could be pregnant, expecting, or the person that you're with could be expecting a child also with someone else. There's so many different scenarios, you guys, but that could also be why you got the get checked card. Maybe some of you are with child and aren't aware of it. Now, wouldn't that be interesting? But nevertheless, again, back to the reading. This is a drama, a situation that's filled with drama. If you're not already experiencing it, past, present, future, you know, that's the energy. So this could be something that's ahead of you if you're not already in it now. A private relationship. So, like I said, there could very well be a situation between your person and this copycat that you could know, and they are promiscuous. That could also be a reason why you need to go and get checked. If you're with your person and your person is with someone that's with someone, think of that. You're with as many people as that person's with. So if your person is with this person and that person is with 10 other people, you're sleeping with 11 people and you don't even know it. So, oh, that one fell out nicely. Fake friends. What I kept saying that, didn't I? I kept saying that. Fake friends and recording. Announcement. So you have a fake friend that's going to reveal something to you, or they want to reveal something to you, and it might even be on the low, on the sneak end, right? Watching stuff go down, gossip, might be on the sneak end. They could be gossiping about you, and sadly, I really hate to say it, right? And that falls on your emotional intelligence card, which is you being wise. So you may know about it or whatever, or if it does happen to come along, just act accordingly. The loudest person in the room is generally the weakest. Don't let that be you. It's not you. I don't sense that being any of you. Do I sense some of you letting your anger get the best of you? I do. I do sense some of you will react. Honestly, it's to be expected. You know what I mean? It's to be expected. But some of you will react. I do absolutely sense that. But try your best not to. I said it. I said it earlier. Some of you already know. Some of you already know what's going on. Red lipstick stains, right? Some of you already know. It's always sad that it's a friend though, right? Even if it's not like a friend, someone that you just associate with. It's always those people. But I will say, story time, short story time. You know You know, you just sometimes know, because some people can't play it off. They just have that vibe, that energy that they like want to not necessarily be you, but everything that you do, like, oh, I like your hair, do my hair like that. I like what you have on. I like that outfit. I like this. I like that. I want this. I want that. You know, you have those people that they tell you without telling you exactly who they are, exactly what they're up to. I have had this happen to me. And this right here, okay? So I have had this happen to me, and it wasn't anything that I didn't know, but I mean, I did nip it in the bud, because I did sense that there was something so completely off about this chick, right? And I stopped fooling with her. There's something just so off about her. I can't put my finger on it. Something so off about her, right? I was right. Something was way off about her. And when I tell you, if she wanted to have my life, for the most part, yeah. But that's not what I saw. For me, it was just something that was off about her that I didn't like. And if I don't vibe with you, I don't vibe with you. If there's something off about you and I can't put my finger on it, I'm gonna distance myself, which is exactly what I did. But you know, life's life. Betrayal and deceit. So, a traitor, a backstabber. So this is, for a lot of you, going to be, if not a close friend, someone that you are, you know, connected with in some way, associated with in some way. On the back, it's fulfilling a fantasy and anger management. So maybe someone has an anger problem, or maybe you will exhibit an anger problem, or you'll need to learn how to hold your anger in. Like I said, chess, not checkers. Don't let them see you sweat. This is fun for some people. Some people would like to see your pain because it does something for them. But when I tell you karma, baby, when I tell you karma is real, you don't have to ask for it. It's coming. I saw karma. I didn't request karma. Did I? I ain't sent for karma. I didn't. But I saw karma. You don't have to ask for karma. Karma's just going to come because it has to be evened out the scales. And that karma was a bad karma. That was a karma that I felt before at a very young age. So, karma is karma, you guys. So, don't act. You know, like literally don't react. Utilize this emotional intelligence. I promise you it's not easy. It's not easy at all. But when in doubt, just go silent. Silence is an answer. Silence is a response. Just go silent. Right? And fulfilling a fantasy. So for a lot of people, this was just a fantasy. Some people might just want to see you hurt. Some people might just hate your vibe. They might just hate your shine and they don't like it. Let me see if I can break it. And for other people, i.e. your person, maybe it was just something that was easy. Not all men, because I know I have some men out here watching me too, right? Sometimes, look, they'll take one for the team. It's a late night. Lights came on. I know where else to go. They'll take one for the team. Taking one for the team might not be considered a loss for them. I don't know. Because I don't play for the team. So, just throw that out there, right? Let's see. And, oh well, okay, let's see. Caught and outdated. So, you're going to find out. So, like, if you just have an idea and you're not necessarily sure, you're going to find out. You're going to get concrete evidence. And it may absolutely come about in the oddest ways, like in a way that you would never, ever expect, actually, right? But it's going to be outdated also. So you are going to be You'll be disgusted for sure. It's not going to be anything. Of course, it's not going to be anything that you're happy, because it's going to hurt you, you know? But a lot of you are going to go ahead and just disregard this entire relationship and call it quits. Setting the record straight. And let me go ahead and say this when I say quitting the entire relationship and calling it quits, right? A lot of people would say that quitting the relationship and calling it completely quits, I'm done, I'm breaking up with you, I'm leaving, you're leaving, it's a wrap, right? But a lot of you will eventually do that, right? But a lot of you are also going to leave mentally. A lot of you may still be there physically, but mentally and emotionally, you're going to remove yourselves. Because this is going to be a betrayal so deep for some of you that it's difficult for you to comprehend. And although difficult for you to comprehend, hard for you to walk away for several reasons. And I'm going to go ahead and preface this statement with, like, don't judge anybody. Don't judge anybody. If this is you, if this is someone that you know, don't judge. If someone stays in a space that they know that's not meant for them and they're unhappy and they know they're unhappy, don't judge anyone, because you don't know why anyone chooses to do what they choose to do. Don't be the person that adds instead of helps. You know, don't add to someone's pain. Don't add to someone's struggle or agony. What for? What's the point? What does that do for you? And if this is you, don't add to your own agony, your own pain. Don't judge yourself. Don't doubt yourself. Don't feel bad about yourself. Don't feel down about yourself. None of this. Because I'm going to go ahead and tell you this for sure. None of this has anything to do with you. This does not make you less of anything. If anything, it makes you wiser. You learn a lesson. You don't look crazy. People might think you look crazy for staying, but why are you staying? The reason that you stay is only important to you. It only matters to you. The only person that matters in this situation is you. You have to heal and move in the way that's best suited for you. I'm not going to ever come on here and be judgmental and say you should do this, you should do that. Because when I tell you, I know everything that I read to you guys, I know firsthand. It's not easy. It's very easy to say you should do this, you should do that. I've been that person. But when you're faced with these things, it's not that easy. It's just not. So again, setting the record straight. A lot of you are going to want to set the record straight. Maybe you are going to want to say your piece, and that's fair. It's fair to say, you doing this hurt me in this way. It was wrong for you to do this because of this. You made me feel this way. It's fair. It's absolutely fair for you to be able to get your feelings out to whomever you need to, right? But do it with class. But do it with class. Be tactful. You know what I mean? Be a lady. Be a gentleman. Be a man about it. Be mature. Do it in a way that's not going to lead to fisticuffs or lead to jail or anything of that nature, right? You're tired of drama. A lot of you may have been in this for quite some time. A lot of you may keep playing the same circle back and forth with this person. Getting played, manipulated. A lot of you maybe have been manipulated and gaslighted. And when you notice something and speak up on something, this person has a reason and excuse for everything. They can always talk themselves out of whatever they get themselves in, and you fall for it, right? But keep in mind also on the back end, you have someone that's envious of you. Someone envies the person that you are. Do you know how lovely and wonderful of a person you have to be, even if you don't know it or see it for yourself, for someone to envy you? A lot of you may say, well, I don't have this, I don't have that. It has absolutely nothing to do with what you do or do not have. It's you as a person. It's your aura. It's your vibe. It's the way that people view you. It's the way that you even view yourself, the way that you carry yourself. For people to envy you, or at least in my opinion, there's something very special about you. Even if you don't think that it is something very special about you, but it is fulfilling a fantasy again. So like I said, a lot of this is just a fantasy for someone. And if someone is envious of you, would being you be fulfilling a fantasy? If I could be you for just 24 hours, even if it's not legit or genuine, I'm experiencing tonight or in these 5 or 10 minutes what you experience consistently. Think about that. Oh, that one flipped over, you guys. Investigating. So someone is definitely checking you out. Maybe trying to see what you know, what you don't know, how far they can go, if they need to slow down, stop, change positions. I stay saying the most inappropriate things. I did not mean change positions. I stay saying the most inappropriate things. But people are investigating and checking out, like I just said, all of that, because they're making bad choices. And they're taking the time to check out and see what you do or do not know, because they know they're making bad choices, but these bad choices being made are not to lose you, are not to have you removed from their lives. It's not what they want to do. This is just, as we keep getting out, fulfilling a fantasy. This is just something that's easy. Male or female, if it's easy, why would I stop? Oh, my hair look a mess. If it's easy, you know, like, why would I stop? There's no reason for me to stop. It's easy, right? Keeping a secret and insecure. This insecure person keeping a secret is, guess who? And this person is going to keep a secret as long as they're getting what they want, which is exactly what might be coming out, the showdown. Because maybe someone is getting tired of what's easy. Maybe someone's getting tired of this envious person, because maybe this envious person that was once happy with that 5 or 10 minutes of having what you have wants what you have long term, and not when I got 5 minutes to spare or 10 minutes to spare. Because that could get very hanky. That could get extremely difficult and cause many, many, many problems. Like I said, this bad choice, these bad decisions are really opportunistic, right? Because it's easy. You're there. You're available. You're open. You could possibly know my situation and you just want to be this person for the most part. You just want to have what this person has. So I know your situation and I'm okay with it until I'm not. If I'm gaining feelings because this 5 or 10 minutes is not working for me anymore, I want more time. I want this. I want that. Blah, 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 right? Creates a problem. This bad choice becomes a choice that I could once keep on the low to a problem that's going to blow up out of my face. And that bad choice is going to lead to me losing what I never wanted to lose. Pregnancy test and toxic. Police? I know y'all better keep y'all cool. I know that. Like I said, y'all, chess, not checkers. We don't play low-grade games. You let those low-grade folk be by themselves. We are not low-grade like that. We are not going to bow down to that level. That's not. Now, if it's them doing crazy stuff to y'all. Oh, we press charges over here. We press charges, y'all. We too old for all that. I ain't got time. I got stuff to lose. I got deeds in cars and things. I ain't got time to play with you. Go on and take them. Clearly, they good on jail time, right? Insecure. Again, these bad choices are leading someone to be insecure. So even if you are the person that's doing wrong, right? You will become insecure because you'll start thinking that the other person is doing exactly what you're doing. So a lot of you may start to be questioned about what you're doing, where you're going, why you're wearing this or the cologne. You know what I mean? You may start to be questioned, not because you're doing anything, but because this person is starting to develop insecurities based on their actions and their bad choices, right? So, on the back, we have getting a room and in their feels. But what is in that bag, y'all? Y'all see that? Yep. In their feels. So you're in your feelings. So you are going to go and get a room. Because that's what happens if I'm upset with you. Because this person, like I said, it's opportunistic. Because this person, this copycat person, is a person that is basically filling a gap. If I'm upset with my person, this person is going to fill that gap. This person can't wait to fill that gap. If I'm upset with you and I want to talk badly about you, oh, this person's all ears, you know? So it's opportunistic, you guys. That's why I want you to play chess, not checkers. Because you're above this. You're 100% above this. Bank failure. Somebody broke, going broke, ain't got no money, about to lose something. Love story, once upon a time. It don't always work out the way that you want it to work out. We all think something at one point. You know, we think we're in love. We think this is our person until they're not. Because they're toxic. The whole situation is toxic. Because we've missed some things. We've missed some things by choice, you know? A few more and then I'm going to do tarot. Bank failure again. Bank failure again. So someone is definitely going broke, losing something. Can't afford something. Getting a room again. That card bounced right there at the front desk. Kick to the curb. So, and that is right there. It falls on top of manipulation and getting played. Some of y'all are going to holler at somebody. Some of y'all are going to call it quits in the physical, not just mentally. Some of you are going to call it quits because someone did not keep a promise to you that they were supposed to. Somebody committed to you and they broke that commitment. And some of you are not going to be able to look past that. And on the back, it's sexual protection and police again. Y'all go to the doctor. Get checked. And like I said, with that police card, we press charges, right? But we ain't having charges pressed, right? We press them. We don't receive them. We are going to play chess, not checkers. We are not bowing down to the acts of others. We're not gonna be like y'all by yourselves. Y'all don't play crazy games, play crazy games. We are not that type, okay? Don't y'all be doing that. Don't y'all be doing that. I mean it. We're gonna get some tarot, y'all. Mambo wands. Oh, okay. I'm coming out in twos. Mambo wands. Okay, so you guys are coming through in your power. You know, you're coming through in your power. For sure. The Mambo of Wands. Because you've decided with the Two of Wands that you need a plan. You need to make a plan. You need to make a departure. And that's what you're doing right there. You're making that plan, that departure with the aid of coins, because you did not get what you worked for. You did not get the fruits of your labor. And you need to make a move. You didn't get what you planned for. You didn't get what you bargained for. You know what I mean? At least in this sense, in this situation, you may have received it in another fashion. You know what I mean? But in this particular situation, you didn't. We have the Mumbo of Swords. The Mumbo of Swords is that aggressive energy. I normally attribute that to the third party, right? But we're going to see what the cards say. But as it stands right now, you guys have made that decision to move because you did not get what you bargained for. You did not get your desired outcome because you actually worked at this to plant roots, because there was something that you were looking forward to in the long haul. On the back, it's the Three of Coins with the Seven of Swords. So the Seven of Swords, that's something being taken from you. That's something being stolen. That's lies. That's deceit. That's manipulation, right? With the Three of Coins, that's collaboration. So this was done with a host of people. This is a group of people. So more than one person lollygagged and did the wrong thing to you. They stole from you. More than one person. This was a group. Someone was connected to other people, which means that there could be more than one person. There could be a fourth party and a fifth party and a sixth party, you know? There's more than one person that was lying to you. And if it's not that, it could be other people that knew, were withholding that information and just walking around like nothing happened and everything was exactly as it always has been. Omission is still a lie, because if I consider you to be someone that I'm close to, right? Even if you're my person's sister, my person's cousin or whatever, but we have a relationship, I expect you to tell me. If you don't want to 100% tell me, like, if you don't want to 100% tell me, like, give me a hint. You know what I mean? But like, if you consider yourself my friend, I want you to be honest with me. Be friend enough to tell me something that I don't know. Like, no, don't do that, because that's not being my friend. Mumbo of Cups. Oh, these are all the queens coming out. Some of this could be same sex. Some of you could be a part of the community. Three of Swords. Because there's going to be some more grief coming through. More grief, more pain. More third parties between this Mumbo, Swords, and Cups. This could very well be same sex. Same sex or poly. I mean, maybe you're okay with poly, but this is not an approved poly. I mean, don't give me the line. I don't know how that works, but for sure, same sex somewhere. Four of Swords and the Ace of Wands. So some of you need to just take a break. Some of you need to just remove yourselves and take a break from it, because it's starting to take a toll on you. So you need to take a break and review things from all angles. Perspectives, you know? Because maybe some of you are indecisive. Maybe some of you aren't ready to just really like just physically call it quits. And maybe you're not necessarily mentally strong enough to handle it and stay in this space. Ace of Coins. It's a new beginning, new opportunities. You'll have opportunities after this grief comes along. There will be new opportunities for you. Because, you know, when you're in something that's not meant for you and you remove yourself from that situation, that releases all of the things that have been on hold that, you know, you weren't ready for, that you weren't able to handle because of the mindset, the space, and the people around you. Because, you know, when you receive your blessings and your upgrades or whatever, everyone isn't meant to receive those same upgrades that you receive, because just being connected to you, these people also receive upgrades, and everybody isn't meant to have those upgrades. So like they say, everybody can't go with you. You have to leave some people behind. So if you're unable to disconnect yourself from these people that you have to leave behind, your gifts, all the things that are meant for you, they're just going to be up there in limbo until you're able to do what you need to do. Four of Wands, that's a new beginning. This new beginning with the Ace of Coins and the Four of Wands, this is success. It's happiness. It's feeling wanted, feeling accepted. On the back, it is the Star and the Doll of Wands. There's hope. After all of this, you guys are still going to have hope. You guys are still not going to give up on love, or, you know, give up on, for the sake of sounding like a cliche, of humans. You know what I mean? You're not going to give up on that. You recognize and realize that every person is not going to be like you, like this. Every person that crosses your path is not going to do you dirty, right? But you also recognize that you have to keep your eyes open. You will also recognize that everybody is not your friend. Everybody cannot be accepted into your fold, and they cannot have a front seat in your life. This is a lesson that many of you needed, because a lot of you are very, very open, very, very friendly. You want to like everybody. You want to see the good in everybody. And I'm not that person. So I can't, I mean, it's a good, if you're like that, that's wonderful. You know what I mean? But I'm not that person. No. I'm not that mature. I don't see the good in everybody. I don't. Now, I can possibly give you chance after chance after chance depending on who you are, right? But as far as seeing good in people and everyone, yeah, no, I don't see that. I don't see the good in everybody, because some people are just no good, low down folk, and you can just look at them and tell. Six of Wands. You guys are going to be successful. It's going to all work out for you. This is a lesson that you guys needed to learn, something that you needed to go through, right? Painful, yes. Deserving, 9 times out of 10, not. It never is, you know? The Star, hope. You know what I mean? But it's something you need to go through. It is a lesson that you needed to learn. Like I said, a lot of you are probably very giving, very understanding, you know, very lenient, and you need to learn to stray away from that leniency, right? There's a time that it runs out, and a lot of you may not be aware of when enough is enough, and that's what you needed to learn. Some of you maybe needed to learn a deep pain, not to say that you haven't already felt pain, right? But you needed to learn and feel a very, very, very deep pain, because you're so accepting of pain. You needed to have a different level of pain, a different grade of pain, so you could know how to grade it accordingly. Because a lot of you just accepted. Oh, they said they were sorry. They're not going to do it anymore. Oh, you know, they just made a mistake again. You know, they did that years ago. This is something different. You make excuses for people that hurt you, because you love very, very hard, right? It's hard for you to release people, even if it's for the betterment of you, because you're very, very concerned about how they are doing, how they feel, how it will affect them, right? The Nine of Wands, you guys are gonna heal. Some of you may be coming out of the healing process now, right? But back to what I was saying. You have to sit down and think, when you feel all of this pain, when you hurt as badly as you hurt, when you cry, these people know what they're doing when they do it, right? They may have already seen you cry. You may have already had this conversation with these people. You may have already found out something, and these people keep reverting back to the same acts, right? Do they care about how you feel? Has the way you feel stopped anything? Has your tears deterred them from doing anything? You care really deeply. You love really, really, really hard, to the detriment of yourself. A lot of you are going to have to love yourself more than you love others. It's going to be hard because a lot of you are just givers, 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 and lovers and lovers and lovers, right? But not to your detriment. You are going to have to sit down, realize and see that the things that you want are not out of reach. It's just that you're accepting the bare minimum. It's just that you don't think that there's anything else better. And even if you do think there's something that's better, you're not willing to release this to see what's better because you're comfortable. This feels safe. Even though it hurts, it feels safe. You guys are pushing through nevertheless with hope, perseverance, right? The Three of Coins, that is commingling again, people outside yourselves, right? But you're healing from that. So even if you find out that other people knew, you find out that the people that this is being done with, right? You heal from it. You persevere. You push through it. You play chess, like I said, not checkers. Chess, not checkers. The heart is a very, 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 very difficult thing to deal with. It's really hard to travel. You know what I mean? Love it's a very hard road. It's a long journey that's bumpy. It's got hurdles. It's got unexpected lumps jumping out in the road, right? But you guys are going to persevere through it. I am not going to tell you that it's going to be easy. I'm not going to tell you that it's going to be over quickly. I didn't tell you any of that, right? Because it'd be a lie, right? But you're going to have to go through the whole process of healing. That's just going to be a given. The Devil and the Fool. You guys have to look before you leap. You leap, you don't look, this is what you get. You get toxicity, you get manipulation, you get gaslighting, you get lies, you get deceit, you get so much because you didn't look before you leaped. You just jumped out there because it looked good. And what did I say? Everything good to you ain't good for you. It's not. If it looked too good, it is too good. If it looked like a duck, it's a duck. If it looked like it's a, you know what I mean? That's what it is. You can't take that home to mama. Male or female. You can't take that home to mama. That was just the 7 of coins that fell out. That's you guys choosing to invest your time, your efforts, your love, your loyalty somewhere else. You're making that choice. Whether you're going to actually move on it and act, different story, right? But you're making the choice to do it. Back of the deck is the 7 of Wands. Boundaries, those walls, those much needed walls, those much necessary cutoffs of access. So certain people no longer have access to you, and if they do, it's only certain types of access. Those are boundaries. Those are boundaries that you need to create in order to maintain your sanity, 1. And 2, in order to just treat people or allow yourself to teach people how to treat you. Boundaries teach people how to treat you. I'm not accepting that. If that's what you want to do with your life, do so alone, right? With the Magician. And that's you manifesting this, right? The Magician is a card that you get when you have everything that you need to get what you want. You have every tool to do what you need to do. If you want to move on, you have every tool to do so. You have every tool to heal as you move. You have every tool to relinquish whatever needs to be relinquished. You know exactly what to do, right? You have everything that you need to make the next positive step in your life, right? Either you don't know how to use those tools or you aren't ready to use those tools. And therein lies the second card that you guys got out. The Two of Swords. That's that decision. Again, either you don't want to use those tools or you don't know how to use those tools just yet. Just a few more and oh, not that many. Okay, we're gonna try again. We're gonna do a few more and then I'm going to get you angel cards and it's just gonna keep coming out, and an affirmation card. So you guys invested in yourselves long term. You guys, a lot of you, not all of you, chose yourselves long term. You may have begun going to church. You begin doing something to build yourself. This is a foundation, right? So you chose yourself. You invested in yourselves. Maybe you guys are going back to church. You're getting counseling. You're seeking assistance in getting where you need to get because you realize that there's something within yourself that you need to also fix, right? Because maybe you're going through the same relationship over and over again, right? With a different person, but the same situation. What is it about you that keeps attracting these people? Why do you keep attaching yourself and latching on to these people? You need to know that. Until you know that, you can't fix anything or stop doing anything. You're just going to keep repeating the same cycle because you don't know why you start the cycle, right? So a lot of you could be investing in yourselves to figure out what that is with the Five of Cups, right? Because you're tired of being unhappy. You're tired of being regret. The same cycle over and over again. All you're doing is regretting the same thing over and over again with different faces, right? You want to be able to appreciate something with a different face instead of regret something with a different face. The next different face that you guys see needs to be a different face that puts a smile on your face. A different face that gives you exactly what you need and want and desire in a relationship. On the back, we have the Six of Cups and the Two of Coins. The Two of Coins is the balancing. Balancing, needing to adapt to something. Investing, you're going to need to adapt to someone investing in you. It's not something that you're used to. It's something that's going to look weird, feel weird, be different, but you're going to need to adapt to that. That's not anything bad to adapt to. That's a really good thing to adapt to. It's a really good feeling. It gives you a completely different feeling about yourself. Someone investing in you like that and feeding into you like you feed into others will have you seeing yourself differently even when that person is not in the room. That is what you guys need and what you guys deserve with the Ace of Wands. That's a new beginning. It's a new beginning. You guys need that. You deserve that. You do. But you have to make that decision. That make or break decision. You have to make a decision to let go of something. A lot of you don't want to let go. You have to make that decision to let go. Letting go is the difference between happiness that you've never felt and alone, sadness, a lack of understanding, consistent questioning. You have to decide which one is for you. You want to be happy? It's going to come with some pain. You want to stay comfortable? It's going to come with some pain. Both different pains. Which pain do you want? One is long-term. One is temporary. You just have to heal through it, you know? Which pain do you want? Which pain is more appropriate for you? Which pain is going to be more beneficial to you? That's the best question. Which pain is more beneficial? Which pain is worth the battle? have to ask yourself that. That's a good question. Best possible outcome. I didn't even say it. We're going to call this one 7 of Wands. Keep those boundaries up, you guys. Keep those boundaries. Keep those walls. Regardless if it's in this relationship, the next relationship, if you're at work, wherever, a lot of you need to create those boundaries amongst everyone in your life. A lot of you need to teach people how to treat you because you've been extremely accepting, extremely forgiving. Teach people how to treat you because a lot of the behavior that has been thrown at you is behavior that you have approved. Now, we're going to try the best possible outcome one more again. Best possible outcome. Best possible outcome. That was not it. I know that was not it. We're going to pick it up, though. 6 of Coins. Investing. So this is investing. So that's you. You're going to invest in something else now. Again, I love it. I feel like you need to invest in something else. You need to. On the back. Ace of Swords. 8 of Swords. I'm sorry. With the Death. Bye. This is you leaving. Leaving. Walking away. Leaving all of those emotions behind with it. Because why? This is an unsavory situation that is not beneficial to you. That's you leaving. Death. The ending of something, the beginning of something else. This is a transition for you. This is where you guys need to go. You need a transition. Again, it's all free will. But a lot of you know that you need to move on and transition and go a different route. Whether it's something that you want to do or not, you know that you need to do. It's beneficial for you. It's for the betterment of you. And you know what? The things that are for the betterment of you are always the hardest things. They're always the hardest things to do. You never want to leave somewhere that you're comfortable or something that you love or that you deem loved you or even something that you hope will one day love you. You never want to leave that. You just want to sit there and hope and hope and hope and pray that it'll come around and be what you need it to be, right? You want to. But we can't do that. It's not logical. It's not fair to you. It's only fair to the other person. What sense does it make to dwell in a situation where only one person is happy? And the one person that's happy is more than okay with you being unhappy. Even if they're bending over backwards to make you happy, they're okay with you being unhappy because why? They've done whatever it is that they did. They're going to continue to do whatever they're doing or they're taking breaks in between, right? And you know what they know for a fact that's going to hold true? You. They know for a fact what's going to hold true and remain is you. You are their doormat. They know you are their doormat. And they are going to play on that doormatism. Affirmation card is rise above it. It's not yours to carry. You are an empath. How can you detach from the drama? Y'all, I'm going to read it. I'm going to read what's in the book. I'm going to read it. But, I don't feel like I need to, but I'm going to read it. I don't feel like we're going to elaborate either. I'm just going to read it. An unforeseen force is working in your life right now, and it is in your superpower to feel other people's emotions. Being an empath means you're highly sensitive to the energy of other people, places, animals, and nature. It is a gift, to have such a compassionate heart as you are aware of other people's emotions, but it can be confusing if you don't understand this about yourself. That's not all. I'm a pause break, right? You holding on, accepting this, feeling sorry for someone that didn't feel sorry for you because they feel pain in that moment. In that moment, you hear the pain in their voice. You see it in their face that they're genuine, right? That's what you're feeling. And when they need to pull that out, they pull it out for you. If you're reading this person, Read them completely. Read them all the way through. Read all the pages in the book. Don't just read the prologue. Read it all, okay? Being an empath, it's hard. It's different. And it's something that you have to navigate through. It's definitely something that you have to learn. But in being an empath, you must know how to read people. If this is you, you have to know how to read people. Cannot give everyone the benefit of the doubt. Because you're going to keep giving and giving and giving and giving and giving. You have to use your discernment. You have to listen to your gut, right? But this is an important time to stop focusing on others and instead take care of yourself. But a lot of you guys did choose yourself with the hair font. A lot of you chose yourselves. You will choose yourself. And you are choosing yourselves, right? I told you guys that. Don't judge yourselves. I told you that, right? Give yourself time to rest without judging yourself. Release this pressure and instead listen to your own body. You can care for others, but you must first care for yourself. You have to prioritize yourself. That's exactly what it's saying. Prioritize yourself. You are the most important. If you are not stable and level-headed, if you have children, what do you do then? Nothing. Because you're not there. Because you're so focused on how other people feel that you can't give them everything that they need, you know? I don't want to be the person to say, hey, you have to see the bad in everyone, because that's not at all what I'm saying. Because I don't think that you have to see the bad in everyone, but I do think you have to see what people show you. If people take their mask off, you need to see them without that mask off. You don't need to keep forcing yourself to see them with the mask on. If they take it off and they want to show you all of that venom, accept that venom. They want you to see it. They want you to see it. Accept it and move accordingly. By accepting it and continuing to move in the same path, you're teaching them how to treat you. And therein lies the problem. You've taught people how to treat you. Angel numbers, and we are leaving, okay? Angel numbers, and we're leaving. I hope you enjoyed the reading. If anything resonated with you, two fell out. If anything resonated with you, please go ahead and hit the follow button. Please also like. You can follow me on TikTok. It's also Exquisite Intuitive if you are only seeing me on YouTube, okay? We have 333 and 5555. So angel numbers, if you see these numbers, you know, out and about or whatever throughout your day, these are going to be your numbers. 333 and 555. 5. So 3333 is social skills, right? It's hope, optimism, liberation, success, prosperity, excitement, and enthusiasm. The problems you have today will eventually disappear. Your guardian angels encourage you to maintain a positive outlook on life, since your luck may be out to change. It's time to put to use your captivating energy and inspirational personality. Do not let your ego get the best of you. I don't think a lot of you have ego like that. I really don't. In some situations, you know, like probably so. But I don't sense ego in the sense of a true ego in this reading, that you're like exuding that ego. It's an aura that I get, you know. It's the way that you carry yourself that could be read that way. That's what I'm getting, more or less, right? Maybe it's saying don't let that aura overtake you. Like, don't get the big head, because in situations like this, and I promise I'm not being funny, and I'm going to try to say it in the kindest way that I can. In situations like this, the other person is usually not the better choice. I'm going to say it like that, for many reasons, you know? So don't play on that. chess, not checkers. 55-55, clarity. Great transformation, major changes, opportunity, fast pace, forward, and process. You aren't a victim of circumstance. Rather, you are the beneficiary of it. If that weren't the case, life would be pretty dull. You will set yourself up for success in the long run if you are willing to adapt to this shift. Everything is working out for the best. At long last, you are accomplishing what you set out to do. Everything will work out perfectly in the end. So as I said, when you guys got the manifesting card, right? You have everything that you need right now to get what you want. Everything that you need. It's just you using it, knowing how to use it. I was looking for the manifesting card, you guys, but I think it might have been a split. But anywho's, you have everything that you need right now. You just need to utilize the tools correctly. And therein lies the problem. And a part in utilizing the tools correctly is getting the right mindset. So you guys are going to need to do this Four of Swords that you got. You got the Four of Swords, which is rest, you know. That's a time to contemplate, mull things over, see a different perspective. You just maybe need a mind break. This can be heavy. This can be a load. You know what I mean? You guys just need a break. Allow yourself that break. I do hope you enjoyed the reading. I hope something absolutely resonated for you. If it does, go ahead and comment below. If you liked what you saw tonight, today, this morning, this evening, depending on when you watch it, go ahead and subscribe, follow, and hit the bell so you will get notification every time I drop a new reading. And again, if you are just now seeing me over here on YouTube, go ahead and follow me on TikTok. It is also Exquisite Intuitive. And you guys, my camera is funky, right? That's why I'm like looking both ways, because I have my camera turned the wrong way. I will fix it next time. But this is a good read, so I'm still loading it, okay? But I'll see you guys next time.